Okay. Hey everybody, what is up? As you can see, the wall behind me is different. My lights are still up. If you hadn't seen my lights from the other room, um, I just already gave it away. I changed rooms today. The landlord came back from his trip. I don't know if they're gonna stay up because I got them taped up. Might actually have to tack them, but not looking forward to that. But bigger bed, yay! Bigger bed, bigger bed, bigger bed. But no, that's not the only reason why. Yeah, I've gotten 500 pounds bigger. No. Um, so the landlord came back today and he got to meet my dog. Well, actually, he came back last night and got to meet my dog last night. Um, I think he thought she was going to be a small dog. I don't really do small dogs. I can do a medium dog, and that's technically what she is. She's technically a medium dog. She is 50 pounds, so she's at the low end of large and like the high end of medium, depending on what kind of, you know, she's a pit bull shepherd mix. So there's a butt sitting right there laying on a pillow. Yes, that's how she sleeps, on the pillow. If she's not on the pillow, she's being held in my arm like this. Don't ask. She is spoiled. But he's seen her, and then he's seen how small the room was that I was in. And I have a bad feeling my cat's gonna knock everything off the dresser. Anyway, so I got to set up a dresser, which my cat's about to knock over. That's Macbeth up there. She's a little skull that I have that I put a wig on. That's more of my stuff. I put their food bowls in there. And that bag you see hanging in there is a bag of cans. I collect cans. Well, I don't collect them. I save them and then turn them in. But that's the fat boy. Fat boy. Fat boy. There's my fat boy. Say hi. Say hi, fat boy. No, my fat boy don't want to say hi. Fat boy don't want to say hi. Gaia wants to say hi. See? She's like, yeah, no. And the other cat's still moseying around. He's I think he's entertaining himself. Oh, never mind. Nope. Just turning his butt around. But so everyone got along great. Gaia's still barkative a little bit. Getting her to not bark so much is a bit of a hassle. But it's coming together. Slowly. It's coming together. It's gonna take some work and lots of patience. But she's barked less today. I think it's just when people come into the house, she's gonna be really barkative, so I gotta figure that out. Someone had tried to use a bark collar on her one time, and I told them not to use any shock collars because she doesn't have a full brain. I can't say she doesn't have a full brain. She's a dog. She obviously has a full brain, but she the way her processing is, certain dogs you can't hit, certain dogs you can't do certain things to because it just makes them more aggressive and makes them not trust you. And she's one of those. Like, she has a temperament level. Like, this lady put the shock collar on her, and when other dogs bark around these collars, they sometimes go off. So it's not even the dog barking, it's other dogs barking if they're within a close enough range. So living in a house with 5 dogs, my dog and her 4 dogs, and 3 of her dogs barked way louder than my dog does. They would bark and it shocked the collar. So my dog was trying to stay away from these dogs when she had this collar on her. And she would be mad that the dog wasn't socializing. But that's not really the guy's fault. It's her fault. She knows this collar does this. So I came home from work and Gaia had this collar on her. And I'm like, what color is that? And she goes, oh, that's the bark collar. She just wouldn't stop barking today. I looked, I'm like, your dogs never stop barking. What are you doing? Don't train my dogs until you can get your dogs trained. Because Gaia was like freaking out. Like, Gaia was staying in the corner of the yard, far away from everybody. Like, she wouldn't come near anybody. And I was trying to go up to her and she started getting mean. Like, I'm like, dude, I'm taking the collar off. And if you're going to bite me, I'm going to beat the fuck out your ass. Like, my dog knows. She got kicked by a mule once, okay? And this dog let me piece her leg back together, okay? She knows not to bite me. but she bared her teeth at me, which told me she was in pain. She was not having fun with this collar on. So I grabbed her and I said, "Take this collar off her now. Don't put that collar back on her because look at how she's acting now. She's being mean. And I can't have my dog be mean. I have kids." So I had to retrain my dog to not be so aggressive. Barked a little bit. She's still a little food aggressive, but I mean, the cat eats her food too, so can't really blame her on that. But I had to retrain her out of a certain stage of aggressiveness. And that takes time. That's not something that happens overnight. And when I got Gaia in the first time that I had Gaia, she was an easy thing to train because she was a puppy. Okay. The older a dog gets, the harder it is to train them. They can be retrained, but it's not as easy as when they're a puppy. Because when they're a puppy, they're going to mimic what you teach them. Okay. When they're an older dog, like she is, she's 4 years old now. Okay. You have to take that bad behavior and wean them down it. You have to wean them off of this bad behavior. You have to work with them. You have to make them gain your trust. Now, she has my trust and I have her trust and all that stuff. She's very protective over me and my son. But it's just a dog will associate certain things with certain things. Okay. Like the woman putting a collar on her. Okay. She doesn't need to associate just that woman. It could be all women in general. And I'm personally not racist. And my son is half black, but my son's dad, my ex, has sort of like a quick temper. He's not very violent. He's just you would deem him as schizo sometimes. Like you really would. Like he'd get up and I'm like, get the fuck out of my face, bro. Like he'll be sitting and talking like, stop. I said stop it. Like you can't do that. You can't do that to a child, and you definitely can't do that to an animal. And he gets like that sometimes. So because of his behaviors, Gaia has, I don't want to say issues, but she's got issues, okay? She's got issues towards black men now because my son's dad is black. And she doesn't trust them. She doesn't like them. She's like, like, okay, he has a cousin who I get along with great. And his name is Keyshawn. But, she gets along okay with Keyshawn, but you could see her very much like looking out the side of her eyes, like, the fuck are you up to? All right, you seem chill. Your energy's pretty calmer compared to the other guys. But, and I brought her to other friends who were black too, and they're like, yeah, she just doesn't like black people. And it's not black people, it's black men. She has no issues with white men. She has no issues with black women. It's just black men. And that's because of from the time she was a puppy until the time me and him split, that he acted like that. He didn't act like that just towards her. He acted like that towards me. He acted like that towards his own son, towards his grandma. And now he says he's working on it, which great, power to you, work on it. So, I mean, that's a behavior that needs to be weaned out now. But to be honest with you, she don't trust somebody, she just don't trust nobody. So I'm not gonna really flip about it. I don't look like I'm looking to date anybody anytime soon anyway. So, but she what the hell was that? I had a friend she had visited. No, he visited us, and then he got introduced to her, and he met her. And she was actually really great with him. And he was a black guy. So it's not all black guys. It's just, I guess you got to have a certain energy to you. But for the most part, if you act like you're intimidating or you're so macho and this, that, and the other, yeah, she's going to have an issue with you. But, delicate kind of guys. Like, Keyshawn's really feminine to me. Sorry, Keyshawn, if you're watching this, you are feminine as hell to me. He talks very delicately, and he likes pink, and there's nothing wrong with liking pink if you're a guy, but it's just some of the things that he does, it's just like, hey, bro. But no, he's cool as shit. He really is. Much love, cuz. Much love. Don't kill me when you see me. Don't kill me when you see me. He's in North Carolina right now. He's getting his um he's getting his teaching education to be an English teacher or something like that. Which kudos to him because he is a black man, and there are not very many black teachers, let alone black male teachers. There are more black female teachers than there are black male teachers, but there are more female teachers in general than male teachers. Don't know why. Not 100% sure on that whole scientific evaluational thingy, but kudos to him for going to school for being a teacher. Um, I forget where he wants to teach or what exactly, but he's teaching English. He's going to be teaching English apparently because he's taking an English lit class. I'm assuming that's what he's going to teach. Don't quote me on that. You'd have to ask him. You can hit him up in the comments. Just be like, yo, Keyshawn. Hit him up in the comments. All right, guys. I finished cleaning my room, finished moving everything around. I'm going to watch me some K-drama and drink me some more tea. I love these things. I don't think I can tell you enough how much I love tea. I love freaking tea. Like, you can see. Look. Okay. I got an electric teapot next to my bed. And you see those boxes behind it that are stacked up to the top of the teapot? Those are all boxes of tea. I have another box of green tea somewhere, but I don't know where. So, I love tea. I'll drink tea more than I drink coffee. And I don't know why, but just like tea better. So, that is all I have. And I am so tired from moving. Everybody's just relaxing. It's nice and quiet in here. I love how quiet this room is. The other room got so loud when the furnace was on. I can hear the furnace from here, but it's not as bad. So, alrighty, guys. Peace.